Hey guys, welcome back to Sassafras Street. Today I'm going to be talking a little bit about some of the things that I'm going to be working on this month. There are 3 things that I have decided that I need to do in order to make this year more productive. And I'm just going to start with those things this year while I have the drive to do it, get them out of the way. I figured I would take you all along with me, so if you're interested in seeing that and the progress that I make sure you hit the subscribe button. Also hit the little bell so you can be notified when I post new videos. If you're interested in following along a little bit closer, you can also check out my Instagram at sassafras_street, where I'll be posting daily progress pictures, encouragement, and kind of just what we're doing every day with family life. Make sure you check that out. All right, let's get started. I don't know what it is, but there's always something about a new year that helps me feel fresh and clean and new, and like I can just... It gives me the drive to organize and declutter and just really go through and get stuff done. I think I kind of get bogged down with everything that's going on kind of towards the end of the year after school starts in August, and just kind of get caught up in the day-to-day, and I really kind of slack on going through, organizing, decluttering, throwing things in the Goodwill pile. And I also kind of know, what's the point? We're going to be doing Christmas, we're going to be getting stuff for that. We have quite a few birthdays in the fall. You know, between all of that and just the activities and getting through the holidays, I kind of really slack on getting stuff done. So when the new year comes, there's kind of a slowdown for about a month before we pick back up with activities and things like that. And I feel like in order to be more productive this year, there are a couple things that I need to get done so that I can take those off of my list and not focus on them. One of the things that I'm really trying to implement this year is kind of a chore schedule. We always kind of have had one, but with all the activities that go on with public school, we just can't stick with it every day. And we get behind and things don't get done every week like they need to, or even every day. And so one of the things I'm going to work on this summer especially is really getting a good routine down for the kids with things that they need to keep up with, keeping the room clean, you know, just different things like that. In order to do that, I have got to get some organizing done. One of the systems that I have had in place for years and years are not working now that we're in public school. They're also not working now that we have added another child to our family. When we had 4 kids, these things were really productive and the kids were able to be consistent with it, but now that things have changed quite a bit, it's just life is different and things constantly need to evolve and change in order to be the best that they can be. So I am looking for new ways to organize, manage our home, manage our time, manage our money. All the areas I think really need to be overhauled. So if any of you other large family moms, if you have any tips for me, definitely leave me a message because I am interested in knowing how you do things. Okay, the goals that I have for the month of January are pretty simple. However, they're time consuming. I have 3 areas that I need to work on. My very first goal for this month is to go through everybody's clothes and pare it down to very minimal wardrobe. I think that the amount of clothes that we have is making it difficult for the children to keep their room clean because they have too many to fit in their dressers. Also, the older 2 girls don't have a closet. So any type of thing that has to hang up has to go up here in the younger 2 girls' closet. And it's like, it's not a big closet. I mean, it's really small and it's stuffed. So I mean, and honestly, how many dresses do you need for church? You could wear a different one 4 weeks in a row and then start over at the beginning. So I think 4 per kid is probably enough. But honestly, paring it down to that many is going to be tough because my kids love clothes. So I don't know yet if I'm going to do this while they're at school or if I'm going to include them in this. They tend to really try to hoard things that they like even though they know they don't wear it. So I may end up just getting rid of a bunch of things and putting them in a bag kind of in the garage for a while and just letting them not realize that it's gone. And then if they don't ask for it after a couple weeks, I might just give it to Goodwill. I definitely am not sure how I'm going to do it yet. I watched the KonMari method on the new Netflix series that they have. I really like that idea. Obviously, I will not be thanking the clothing for, you know, keeping me warm or anything like that, but I like the idea of holding it and seeing if it brings you joy. So I might make the kids go through and do that and see what happens. I mean, they might decide some of their stuff really doesn't bring them joy and they need to get rid of it. The second thing that I want to go through is toys. I actually went through last year and got rid of a ton of toys. We don't even have enough toys to fill up our toy shelf now, which is totally fine with me. I'm trying not to fill things up. But I definitely think that we could still do with getting rid of some more. We just have too many things and the kids don't play with it. And when they do, they leave it out and it leaves a big mess. And it's just, I've realized that they have so much stuff they can't physically keep up with it. So I think we're going to be going through all of the toys, getting rid of those things. We're going to be going through any type of crafty thing that they play with, puzzles, board games. That's going to be a really hard area. Our family loves board games, and my husband, that's his thing. Like, he could, any type of game really, but he loves games. And so we have an entire shelf of just games, and it fits downstairs and it's pretty organized, but I think we could still pare that down a little bit more. So I'm going to kind of go through and see what games the kids haven't played with at all since last summer. And if they haven't touched it, I'm going to get rid of it. So we will be probably blessing a lot of families with some new board games because we have a ton. The other thing is we have a shared toy room and the kids also have toys in their room. Weston especially, because he's the only boy, so a lot of his toys just kind of stay in his room because he's really the only one that plays with them. I mean, the girls go in there sometimes and play with him with Legos and stuff, but for the most part, most of his toys only get played with by him. So we don't really need to have a spot in the toy room for his toys, and it's easier for him to keep them clean when they're in his room because he plays in there more often than he plays downstairs. But at the same time, I kind of have a desire to get everything into one space and just kind of be like, okay, everything has to stay here. I think that might help him keep his room clean. If we do that, that way he's not tempted to drag things out into the living room. I don't know. I really am not sure. Like I said, if you guys have ideas, let me hear about it because I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I really just need to go through and analyze everything and just kind of make a decision. And if it doesn't work, move on to something else and just kind of do it like that until I find something that works. So the next thing that I really, really struggle with, and I don't know why I struggle with it because we really don't use it, is office supplies and homeschool books. So if you guys don't know, we actually used to homeschool, and currently the kids are in public school. However, I do not think that we are done homeschooling. So I've been having a hard time getting rid of the books and the supplies that we have, even though I don't have a space to store it. So it's sitting, literally, it's all still packed up from when we moved in boxes downstairs in a corner, just sitting there. It hasn't been touched since we moved here. It's been over 2 years. It actually wasn't touched even a year before that because they were in public school a year before we moved. So I don't know what's going to happen. I really don't. I need to go through it. I'm sure there are some things that I could get rid of. However, because I feel pretty confident that we will homeschool in the future, I definitely think there are things that I'm going to keep, but my goal is to actually get it organized onto a shelf that we have downstairs for books and make it fit there. And then if it doesn't fit, I don't know what I'm going to do. I mean, I'm going to have to really pare down what we have because we really have too much. But a lot of it was given to me by my mom. I was homeschooled just about my entire life, and so it's really sentimental to me because it was stuff I used when I was growing up, and I really want to use it with my children, but I know I'm not. I'm just not going to use everything. So what I'll probably end up doing is going through and dividing it up, and then I will probably let my sister-in-law look through it because she homeschools as well, and I have a feeling some of my other siblings will be homeschooling too, so as their children get old enough. So I may end up doing that. That way it kind of is kept in the family if there's anything that they want, because I don't know, some of this stuff might be important to them too. They've just never seen it because it's always, my mom gave it to me because I had kids pretty much that were homeschooled before anybody else, and so I've just always had it. So maybe I'll share the love a little bit and let them keep some of the sentimental stuff, and then I don't know, we'll see what happens. I really would like to get all 3 of these things done in January, because I know that in order to get the other things done that I want to this year, these 3 things need to be off of my list. Because some of the other things can't get done until these things get cleared up. I do have some goals that I'm going to be talking about later on. Areas in the home that have not been finished since we moved in. I mean, the home is finished, but when we moved in, we were going to repaint everything, and we still haven't gotten to some of the rooms. Just because life. I mean, I don't know why it happens, but it happens, and it just goes by, and you kind of get into the groove of things, and you don't tackle the major projects that need to get done. I feel so overwhelmed by all of the stuff that I still need to do after living here for 2 years with our yard, with our house. There's renovations that we plan to do in the first couple weeks that we lived here that we still haven't done. And my husband works a busy job. I know, and I have been busy between, you know, momming and my photography business. And I know you guys are like, hey, now she's starting a vlog. Is she crazy? Like, what? She doesn't have time for this. But this is something I have been struggling with, and I feel like the Lord's leading me to do it now. And so I want to take you guys along with me and kind of show you the steps that I'm taking to get this stuff done. And hopefully by doing this, it will be an encouragement to you guys to stick it out. Like, you can have a huge list of stuff. Don't get overwhelmed by it. Let's just whack away at it little by little. Let me know what you're working on. Go over to Instagram and post your progress pictures. Hashtag #ShowYourGrow2019 so I can check it out. So anyways, what do you guys want to see? Do you want to see videos, progress videos of me going through these things? What are you interested in? I definitely want to know. Don't forget to leave me a comment about what you do to organize your home or your family. I need a new clothing system. I don't know what it is yet because I haven't stumbled upon the perfect thing. So those are the 3 areas that I'm going to work on this month. Definitely don't forget to subscribe so you can follow along with me. I definitely want to share this journey with you guys, and I think it will help keep me motivated knowing that there's somebody else interested in seeing me succeed. I'm pretty sure if I can get these done in the 20 or so days that I have left this month, that I will be more productive this year. So that is my goal. That's definitely an area that I'm trying to grow in. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment down below, and let me know what you're working on this month as well. Talk to you later.